Chris, what is our third main topic today?
Our third topic is about game day.
Game day!
Josh, hey gang, longtime viewer here. With Obi-Wan Kenobi imminent, I was wondering if you'd consider going through predictions, hopes, and the over-under of potential characters and locations coming back. Personally, I see everyone talking about Liam Neeson, but I'd much rather see Natalie Portman cameo in a flashback or a Vader dream nightmare. Thanks, and bring on the filthy.
All right, thanks a lot for writing that in. And yeah, look, it's here for us on the West Coast tomorrow at midnight. That is game day. I am so freaking excited. It's been a little while, Ray, since you've come over and barbecued up before we start watching the new show. Very excited about that. Cannot wait.
Nice little hint there.
Wait, Ray's cooking.
By the way.
Slumber party.
By the way, Ray.
It's a long time.
Or had some.
You got to keep it streaming somehow.
Yep, got to bring it in there. So I thought it would be a good idea because, you wrote that in. You know what? There was a really good article, and I'm going to say, I just want to give a shout out to CBR. They put up a really good article that I think we're just going to walk through here a little bit. They put up a great article that they just called the 10 Obi-Wan Kenobi theories we hope come true. And I took a quick peek at it and I thought, these are really the main ones that everybody's talking about. And so I thought as we head into the final day tomorrow, that's the day I'm going to be so excited when I wake up tomorrow. I'm going to wake up tomorrow feeling really good. It's like today, before I go back to bed, I'm going to watch the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan. Cannot wait. But I thought we would go through and look at these big theories, these big speculation about what could happen. And then I thought we could give a percentage chance of that actually coming to pass.
Ooh.
All right. So Jonathan, if you can scroll down with me, let's go to the first one here that they kind of bring up. Their number 10 was that Obi-Wan removes himself from the Force. Now, this was a theory I heard very early on. The fact that, well, wait a minute. If Obi-Wan was out there, how could Vader not sense that he's still out there, or the Emperor still sense and stuff like that? One of the theories was that Obi-Wan just completely detached himself from the Force in every way, shape, and form. And that's how he stayed hidden. It's especially, in Star Wars land, I've always kind of wondered, isn't it kind of weird that you went and hid Vader's kid on Vader's hometown? Oh, by the way.
It's because he hates sand.
He hates sand so much.
He won't go back.
I'm going to this is not a bad theory. I'm actually going to say it's likely. I'm going to say 55% that this one comes to pass. What do you think, Chris?
As we all know, if you don't use it, you will lose it. So
Same with the prostate.
I think this is going to be a thing. He's going to stop using the Force so that he can't get targeted.
All right. Aaron,
I'll go over on that.
You're going to go over on that? Okay, so that's that one. Let's move on to the next one here. Obi-Wan defeats Vader again. Yeah, well, one of the things that they've decided to break canon, and that's fine. I've come to accept it. Fine. They're going to face each other and fight again. Obi-Wan has to win the fight. Obi-Wan losing the fight makes no sense to everything that happens in Star Wars after this. So I'm going to give and by the way, when I say win, clearly he's not going to cut Vader down because Vader's still in the series. By win, we're going to say get away. And somehow this fight's going to have to end where Vader thinks he's dead, but still living in the exact same place where he found him before. Again, it's going to be very interesting to see how they work this out. I'm going to give this a 90% that I think that this is going to happen, that Obi-Wan, depending on your definition of win, will win that fight. What do you think?
All right. Thank you for clarifying that this is a getaway, because everyone said, he's going to be Vader. I was like, have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
No. He has to get away, because otherwise, what is Ben Kenobi doing? He has to fight to live another day, so over.
What do you think?
I'm going to go over on that.
Over and over. Okay. That's with the 90% line. All right. Number 8. This is another one that's been out there a lot ever since they announced that they were going to do this. Number 8, that Qui-Gon Jinn returns as a Force Ghost. Now, I was at Star Wars Celebration Orlando, and it was great to see when Liam Neeson sent in a video message to everybody at Star Wars Celebration. It's like, it's cool to see. He goes, being Qui-Gon was blah, blah, and I thought, I wonder if he could come back, because there was somebody else we thought that. At Star Wars Celebration Orlando, they brought out Hayden Christensen on stage, and it made us all go, I wonder. And we now know he is indeed back. He's going to be playing Anakin again in this series. So Qui-Gon coming back to speak to him as a Force Ghost. Also, if you watch Star Wars Clone Wars, you know that Yoda figured out a way how to commune with people now in the Force, and then the last Star Wars prequel movie ends with training I have for you. Like he's sending off Obi-Wan. He wants, so it totally makes sense. I don't think it's as guaranteed as Obi-Wan winning a fight, but I'm going to say 70% chance that Liam Neeson pops up in Obi-Wan. Chris, over under 70% that Liam Neeson shows up.
Those are really good Yoda, by the way. Slightly over 60, because it's more of a I want it, but Liam Neeson's very busy making the same movie over and over again. Maybe he didn't have time to do
He's
this.
very busy making the same movie over and over again. I don't know, Aaron, what do you think? Are we going to see Liam Neeson in this?
I'm going to go over on this. And here's why. I think that he really had a lot of fun. And I feel like Liam Neeson has gone through a lot of shit in his life. And at this point in his career, he just wants to do things that he enjoys doing. He wants to work with people that he likes. And it seems like he really enjoyed being a part of this. And I think that this is one of those things where if he said, I think I would like to do that again, that they would go, yes, please, and more. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. The next one they got listed here is other Jedi outside of Obi-Wan appear. So there's been a lot of talk and discussion, although you've got to take time frame into account here a little bit, but the possibility of an Ahsoka showing up or other Jedi. Because remember, the whole premise of the show starts with, in that trailer, Obi-Wan basically sending out a message. We've seen this in other things as well. Obi-Wan basically sent out a message to all the Jedi that are still out there. Go into hiding. And in this one, we've lost. It's done. So go into hiding, hide. The idea of one of or two of them actually popping up in this, I think that trailer kind of pointed toward that with the very fact that he's addressing other surviving Jedi out there somewhere. So I'm going to say 65% that we see other Jedi. I don't know whether that'll be an Ahsoka or that'll be somebody else, but I'm going to go 65%. Chris?
I would go 80 on this.
Oh, you're going to go higher.
I'm going to go really high. I think because of how close both Obi-Wan and Ahsoka are to Anakin, I think there's going to be something there of having her on there. And I also think we're going to see Cal. I think he's going to come in here too because he survived the Order 66, right? And I think that he's going to show up in here. We have a lot
now,
of
for those who don't know, Cal is a reference to the video game.
Yes.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Well, and Rupert Friend had made a quote in an interview said...
Who was playing the Inquisitor in
yes,
this.
He was talking about how, we have these characters who were like isolated into these specific, video games and other worlds, and it's so fun to see them cross over. Who else are you talking about? BD1? Maybe BD1 would be.
I mean, BD1 could very well. I mean, that's a lot of toy. That's a lot of toy sales right there.
But I think Cal, I feel like he's more likely than Ahsoka, but I think we're definitely going to see other Jedi.
Guys, we want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. You know, the one with the delightful ads with good Canadian kid Ryan Reynolds. So look, after years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, I thought, what's the catch? But after talking to them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't a catch. And guys, that's no joke because for years I've been using one of the major providers and it was fine. But I switched over to Mint Mobile a little while ago. The service has been fantastic. And the big difference is I'm now paying about 1/3 of what I was paying before. And the best part for anybody who just hates their phone bills is that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Do you think we're going to see other Jedi, or do you think they're, or listen, we've got Obi-Wan, we got Uncle Ben, we've got young Luke, we've got the Grand Inquisitor, we've got Reva, there's already a lot, and we got Vader.
Aunt Beru.
There's Aunt Beru. We've got a lot of characters here, or do you think they're going to make room for another Jedi or two to pop in here?
I'm going to go over on that, but I will say I really don't see it being Ahsoka, only because when we did see her, her character was so underutilized and sort of, we talked about it on the show, that she was kind of I don't want to say pointless, but I hope that if they do bring her in, that she has a little bit more to do and a more integral part of the storyline than what she did in
Mandalorian.
In Mandalorian,
Not Mandalorian.
No,
sorry, Boba Fett.
Yeah, Boba Fett. Get
Boba
two
Fett, the chapter
conflated.
of the Mandalorian.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
That's why we think that it is the Mandalorian. Exactly.
All right. Next up, that Commander Cody is still at the Empire's disposal. All right. I'm going to deviate from this a bit. I think, look, Tamora Morrison is back. He was just Boba Fett in the book of the Mandalorian with a little bit about Boba Fett in it, but he's back. Why not? And we know that Cody is a very important character to Obi-Wan. I don't think he's still going to be in the Empire's service. I don't think that will be the thing there, but I'm guessing slightly he will be. So I'll go 55% that we see Morrison back in this playing Commander Cody. Chris, what do you think? She's thinking, for those of you listening to the podcast.
Sorry,
Yeah, she's not
this
frozen
is
like
also
I
an
was.
audio medium. I'm a voice actor. I should know this. I'm gonna go under. I think
Under.
I think that he's focused on playing Boba Fett. We'd have to digitally make him younger, which is fine. Star Wars loves to do that. But I'm gonna go under on this one. I think it's a deep cut for people who aren't part of the main Star Wars zeitgeist.
All right, Aaron.
I'm going to go over only because I feel like they are doing they are creating a cinematic universe or television universe here where there's so much crossover. And I think that given what we saw in Boba Fett, I think that they're going to definitely, I see this happening personally.
Ooh, can I amend?
Yes.
I think it's gonna be his voice. I don't think we're gonna see his face.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's
he's there.
fair enough.
Okay.
All right, this next one. Yoda is communicating with Obi-Wan. Listen,
Obviously.
again, if you watched Clone Wars, or if you watched Rebels is a more current one, Yoda can communicate with other Force users over great distances. I mean, he can do it. So I can't see why, from a narrative point of view, I can't see why or how you explain them not communicating with each other at some point. This would be one of those cameos that wouldn't be shoehorned in. To me, narratively, it would almost feel more jarring if there's not a Yoda communication in some way, shape, or form. I'm not saying he's going to be in every episode, but I'm going to have to question, why wasn't Yoda there at all? If not, again, I don't think he's going to be physically there on Tatooine, but I'm going to go like 85% that we're going to see or hear Yoda at some point here. Chris?
Like 95.
Oh, you're going to
Gotta.
even higher than me
Yeah,
on
he's
that.
got to be in it.
Aaron?
I'm going to go over on that.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be a definite. We're going to see Yoda in there.
sure.
Everybody loves Yoda. All right.
And by the way, I'm just warning you, and I'm warning everybody out there, because we're probably going to hear him or see him. He is Boba Fett. Boba is a drink. To me, he will always be Boba Fett. I am from Texas. Deal with my accent. His name's Boba Fett.
All right.
Get over
Next
it.
I just died a little bit.
You and everyone watching.
A million voices cried out.
All right. This next one they got in here, Darth Maul crosses paths with Obi-Wan once again. I know a story came out that they had actually considered that at one point, but guys, it makes no sense. If you watch Rebels, you know it makes no sense. You cannot have him cross paths. So I'm going to go straight up zero. I'm going to go straight up zero on this. What do you think, Chris?
I mean, anything's possible. So like a 0.1%. Let him be dead. We've cut off his legs. We've cut off his arms.
I mean,
Just
he
let
is
him-
still alive at this point, right?
But like, we don't need him in this. Narratively, we do not need him unless there's going to be an avenging story here. But we know that, yeah, I don't want this.
Yeah, again, it's just it's Rebels just kind of negates it.
Yeah.
I then have to explain how they're going to do it anyway. Do you think we're going to see Darth Maul in this?
How
Aaron?
many episodes is this show?
Yeah, it's 6.
Yeah, I know. In 6 episodes, there's just not enough room. No, you just go lay down with your non-leg having person.
All right, we're gonna cross over a couple more of them. I'm just gonna go right down to the one that they list as number 1 here, which is the connection to other Disney Plus shows. Now, again, this is kind of all in the right timeline. This is kind of all in the right time period. We already talked about whether Ahsoka will show up there. This is on Tatooine. We know there's some Boba Fett going on Tatooine. We know there's some Mandalorian is familiar with Tatooine. We've already seen those the docking bay lady that everybody likes. I mean,
yeah,
Amy
Amy
Sedaris.
Sedaris.
yes, it
me nuts.
seems.
I love her Instagram. I love Amy Sedaris. Drives me crazy, the show.
I don't think there's any question. This is what they are clearly doing. They are crossing over the Star Wars shows, right? They brought in Ahsoka to be with Mandalorian, then used her again in Boba Fett. We've had Boba Fett and Mandalorian crossover. That just seems what they're doing. On some level, I just don't see them resisting this temptation. They're going to cross it all over because the Star Wars universe is tiny. So, yeah, I'm going to go 100%. 100%. Now, not that all of them are going to show up, but that it's going to be at least one connection to one of the other shows. 100%, I have no doubt. Chris?
That's fair. Yeah, I would go with that. How
Aaron?
would they not put in the Mandalorian?
Yeah, I mean, I already said earlier that there's going to be crossover because of Bobo. So,
All right. Guys, question is for you. What is your favorite theory right now or speculation idea about what we could see in Obi-Wan? Tomorrow is the day. So whatever you guys think, jump on down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there.